that's when it really kind of hit me, how special that moment was. Like all this work, all this thinking, all this quote unquote planning to be there in that moment. And I joke that it felt like the spiritual White House, and that someone was gonna come through the door, at any minute and be like, well, hold up, what's going on in here? Like, how did you get in here? And Ram Dass looked at me, I hit record, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and we're just eye-gazing, just the loving awareness. And it was a profound teaching, that moment when he showed me loving awareness. It's right there. It's no further away than our next breath. That it's not something we have to earn. We're all in this trip together. So I was feeling all this, and I remembered that we were recording audio, and it's dead air. It's 5 minutes of us eye-gazing, isn't gonna make much of an album. So then I realized, I need to ask him questions. And I thought about nature, and I thought about how we are nature, and I thought about, and he just nodded and sort of just listened. He still hadn't really said anything. And then he soaked it in, and then he just started looking out the window and using his beads. I suppose meditating, I thought. And there was a moment where I thought, maybe he didn't hear me. Like, should I repeat it or add something to it? I thought, no, just wait it out. Just give it space. And he started speaking these series of words, and between each word was almost a minute between them, or a long time. So just a word, and then a word, and then a word. I still was like, I'm not totally sure where he's going with this, or maybe he's trying to sort of brainstorm in a way. And he kept going, and I'm sure maybe some of you have heard the song Nature. It's the first song on that became the Ram Dass record. And it's exactly what he said. And of course, after he lays out this list of elements, he starts to bring in that wonderful poetry and wisdom and teachings that he was so strong at. And suddenly it was like he came alive. Not just came alive, but like fully exposing the mastery. Like someone at the top of their game as a teacher. And you would have these full little micro arcs in these micro teachings that were meant to be out there in the world for people who some were not familiar with Ram Dass, but they were so relevant to the times and today still. So I want to play around with some of these again today, because what I love about music in this process, especially in the live space, is that it becomes very alive. Like the recordings are from 2018, but when the music becomes very free with your attention and my attention, something new can be born in this moment. And that's really what it's all about, because what is music really about? Feeling. It just engenders feeling and emotion in us. That's kind of the name of the game. Love, serve, remember. I feel like a lot of this weekend is about remembering. We're all here to remember, and we remember, in my opinion, through feeling. That's the way those are the deeper layers of knowing. It's Matthew Fox, the Episcopalian priest. He had this wonderful phrase that when we have an experience with the numinous, the mystical, the non-dual, a peak experience, the only rational response is silence or art. And it just makes sense to me. I'm like, yeah, rational response. It's to say that through us, feeling is how we continue on the path, is how we expand, is how we grow. And as my buddy Court likes to say, all choices are valid and everybody graduates. So the good news is we all graduate. Everybody graduates. We're time rich. It's okay. It's okay. It is happening whether you believe it to be true or not. We're all returning home, as Ram Dass says. It is just happening.
Trees, grasses, water, sun, stars, moon, clouds, rain, all are our friends, are us. Nature embraces us, and we embrace nature. We are nature. We are the trees and the clouds and the waters. When you hug a tree, you're hugging yourself. We are human beings. Human beings are part of nature. When you're seeing the ocean or the lake or the river, you're seeing yourself. Nature is a manifestation of God. In that manifestation, it's love all the way. perfect, perfect.
you.